Today's session we are going to see a sum on P&L appropriation account. See children, we have discussed a few example sums in P&L appropriation sum. This is a comprehensive sum. In this comprehensive sum, all information which is related to the profit and loss appropriation account has been given. Let us discuss the sum. See, one important thing I wanted to say you in accountancy is that you have to read the sum very clearly and carefully. If you miss out any small minute information also, your answer will go wrong. So let us read the sum first and then we will start working out the answer. See, A, B, C are partners in a firm. On the first of every month, A and B and C drew 7,000, 6,000 and rupees 5,000 respectively. So in the first sentence, what did we understand? Three partners are there, A, B and C, and on the first, I am just highlighting you with a marker that on first day of every month. First day of every month means we have done sums on interest on drawing. What is the method to be followed? Is regularly and every month they are withdrawing. So average period method has to be done. So for that only I am highlighting it with that. So A is withdrawing 7,000, B 6,000 and C 5,000 respectively. Interest on capital and interest on drawings are fixed 8% and 10% respectively. So interest on capital is 8%, interest on drawing it is 10%. So interest on capital and interest on drawing are 8 and 10% respectively. Profit for the year ended 31st March 2018 was 7,55,000. So profit for the year ended is rupees 7,55,000. Out of which 2,000 is transferred to general reserve. So you have to transfer rupees 2,000 to the general reserve. B and C receive salary of 30,000 and 40,000. So they have said it is 30,000 and 40,000 plainly they have given. It is not mentioned per month or per annum. So it has to be taken as per annum only, not as per month. So B is going to get a salary of 30,000 and C will receive a salary of 40,000. So A is entitled to receive commission at 10%. A is to receive a commission of 10%. This line is very important. On net profit, on net distributable profit after charging that commission. Please read the line very carefully. He has to receive a commission of 10% on net distributable profit after charging this commission. So before charging and after charging commission, I think we have done in 11th standard many sums, and on which profit he is going to get a net commission? On the distributable profit, not on the net profit. So this is a very important key point which is given. Capital on 1st April 2017 were rupees 5 lakh and rupees 6 lakh and 3,50,000 respectively. Okay, so interest on capital to be calculated on the opening capital. So they have given you the opening capital, that is 1st April 2017 capital only they have given you. For A it is 5 lakh, for B 6 lakh and C is 3,50,000. So let us start doing the sums children from the beginning. Let us go and do the credit side first and then the debit side. So while writing it, we have to write it. Because of the space constraint, I didn't write prepare P&L appropriation account and all. It is obviously understood. So profit and loss appropriation account for the year ended 31/3/2017. Please write it very clearly. This is very important, debit and credit. So now let us start doing the sum children. Now we will say take the credit side. Credit side is by net profit What is the net profit? Net profit given in the sum is 7,55,000 is the net profit. Then we have to calculate by interest on drawings. See children, I am writing it shortly because of the space constraint, that is interest on drawing, that is IOD. So we have to calculate for A, B and C. See, working notes is very important in accountancy while you are doing it in your exam or in showing it in your classwork also. So interest on drawing for A, B and C. So what is a drawing which has been made? See, on the first of every month they say. So what is the total drawing of A? A is 7,000 into 12 you have to calculate, because every month he is going to withdraw, means 7,000 into 12 is 84,000. For 6,000. For B, 6,000 into 12 is what? 6,000 into 12, 72,000. Then 5,000 into 12, that is 60,000. Children, now you may have a doubt on very important why I have circled this is, have the interest on capital and interest on drawing is fixed at 8% and 9% respectively. Is the word per annum is given? No, per annum is not given. If the word per annum is given, then we have to do it on the average period method. Since it is not, the word per annum is not given, the time factors we should not consider. We have to calculate in 10% only. So don't take the average period method. Average period method will be taken only when there is a word per annum is mentioned. That is why purposefully I did this sum. So 10% of 84,000 is 8,400 and 72,000 into 10% will give you 7,200 and 60,000 of 10% is 6,000 rupees. So the total interest on drawing is how much? 21,600 is the total interest on drawing. Children, again to repeat it, ma'am, you explained this in last class about the interest on drawing on the average period method. Why you didn't do the average period method? So here they have said you very clearly, it has been fixed at 8% and 10% respectively. If they give you the word per annum is given, then take into the account of average period method. If it is not given, time factor should not be is not applicable and we have to take it in the grossly only, that is 10% and 8%. Now we will do the debit side of the profit and loss account. In debit side, the first one to come is interest on capital, that is to interest on capital. We have to calculate capital, interest on capital for A, B and C. See, what is the interest on capital for A, B and C? So capital of A is 5 lakh, B is 4 lakh and C is 3,50,000. So we have to calculate in 8%. So this is 8 by 100, 8 by 100 into 8 by 100. So for A you will get how much? 40,000. And for B you will get 32,000. And for C you will get 28,000. So 28,000. So what is the total interest on capital? Your total interest on capital will be 1 lakh is the total interest on capital. Okay. Now after this, what is the step? See, after this, out of which 2,000 is transferred to general reserve. So to general reserve, transfer to 2 lakh rupees, not 2,000 children, sorry, it is 2 lakh rupees is transferred to general reserve. Now he says B and C will receive a salary of 30,000 and 40,000 respectively. So, to salary for B, what is the salary? He is going to receive 30,000 as salary, and C's salary, to C's salary, it will be 40,000. Okay. Now, A is entitled to receive a commission of 10%. This wording is very, very important. 10% on net distributable profit after charging such commission. See, what is a net distributable profit? See, net distributable profit is the net amount which you are going to get after subtracting all these things will be the net distributable profit. If he says on the net profit means directly you can calculate it from 7,55,000. That's not an issue. Distributable profit, when you will get distributable profit is after all these expenses, all the expenses are debited, then you will get the distributable profit. So this has to be subtracted and we have to find what is the distributable profit. So to find out commission, see, first add these two things. 7,55,000 plus 21,600, which will give you 7,76,000. So, to find out commission, from this 7,76,600, subtract 1 lakh minus 1 lakh minus 2 lakh and then minus 70,000, that is the salary. How much you will get? ₹4,06,600 rupees. Is it correct? Kindly check. So now we are getting 4,06,600 as the amount. See children, whenever it is after charging commission, see whenever you say before charging commission means it is 10% means 10 by 100 you will be getting. So if it is an after charging commission, it is 10 by 110. See 10 by 110, what is the amount you will be getting? You will get 36,963.6, that you can do it as 36,964, you can round it off the figure. So to commission you will be getting 36,964 as your amount. Okay, please round it off. See now to explain you about the commission, please read it carefully. A is entitled to receive a commission at 10% on net distributable profit after charging such commission. Okay, after charging, this word after charging is also important in 11th standard also. Whenever the word after charging commission is given, we will not apply 10 by 100. It is after charging commission means what is the commission rate? 100 plus 10% plus 100 will give you after charging commission. So we have to apply on the amount 4,06,600 into 10 by 110, which will give you an amount of 36,963 3.6. You can round it off to 36,964. So now we have to calculate what is a net distributable profit. So what is the amount which you will get on the net distributable profit is 4,06,000. So the amount net profit you will get as after you calculate, it is 3,69,636. See, in this 3,69,636, you have to divide among the three partners. So have they given you any profit sharing ratio in the sum, children? No, profit sharing ratio is not given in the sum. See, if the profit sharing ratio is not given in the sum, then how it has to be calculated? It has to be taken it as equally. You need to calculate the amount. See, if it is an equal amount on 3,69,636, it is 1, 2, 3. It is 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. See, it is very easy. If you divide it by 3 tables, how much you are getting? 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2 is your answer. So, 3 partners will get an equal amount as 1,23,212 rupees. So, again to explain you, to come back with the sum, we have done a very comprehensive sum. In each of the things, we have done it very carefully. You have seen the interest on drawing without the word per annum. So, we took it on the amount, total withdrawal amount directly, and we did it. And interest on capital has been calculated on the opening capital. General reserve, which is given in the sum, we have taken, and salary we have taken. Here it is very important. Commission we did it on 10% on the net profit after charging distributable profit after charging commission. So whenever there is an after charging commission, we have to calculate on 10%, the percentage plus 100 we have to take into account. So by this we have done a comprehensive sum. Try practicing different kind of a sum in P&L appropriation account. Thank you for watching this video, children.